My goodness. Y'all got the chat hopping already, huh? Madmania A, Captain Tech, Hubsy, Tesh, Jolene, Loco. What's going on, guys? Good to see everyone here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Lion, good to see you. Abu, what's going on? My goodness. My goodness. As you're coming in, be sure and take the poll. Should Madmania be left in the dungeon or not? Or how do I read it? Should we let him out of the dungeon or not? Yes, let him out, or no, he needs to learn a lesson. And don't forget to hit that like button, please. So not much on the agenda today. If there's a KVK going on, we can certainly go watch that. I just plan to run some barb forts. But first and foremost, let's take a look at some of our migrants here. Some names you will know. Captain Stinkfuss is here. He brings 3.3 billion kill points and 25 million deads. And leadership experience to the Alliance. Glad to have him. We got Psalm 1. 73 million power, 7 million deads. He'll work. He'll get that up there here. I guarantee you that. Atlas at 103 million power, 3.6 billion kill points, 28 million deads. We got Tech. You guys know Tech from the chat. 2 billion kill points, 14 million deads. Plush Attack. 75 million power, 1.5 billion kill points, 20 million deads. We got Sir Wolfie. 75 million power, 9.6 billion kill points, 29 million deads. Sweetie. 74 million power, nearly 4 billion kill points, and 14 million deads. Bianca. 71 million power, 1.1 billion kill points, 12 million deads. Pink. 1.3 billion kill points, 9 million deads. Testament. 2.3 billion kill points, 9 million dead, 9.8 million deads. Let's not forget those 800,000. Soka, Friend of Yafi. 622 million kill points, 8.5 million deads. If he's as active as Yafi is, we're happy to have him here. Plus, lots and lots of farms. We still got 8 or 10 more players to go. We are looking pretty. Looking pretty. I am excited. Got some new blood in the kingdom, and I'm telling you, our Discord has been hopping. Kingdom chat has been more active than I've seen it in a long, long time. It's been quite entertaining thus far, and we're going to have a good time. Oh my goodness, 2 KVKs at once. That's crazy. Oh, we still got 6 to 8 more players coming. Seem to have a lot of Europeans here, so if there's anyone in the American time zone or the Asian time zone, New Zealand, Australia, that is a rally garrison lead, max tech type player, hit me up. We could use a couple more. We could always use a couple more. Yeah, recently Gaines Gaming did a video about playing in A-Seed Kingdoms and all the gold chests, and I just, I mean, you know, A-Seed, B-Seed, D-Seed, there's something to be said for each kingdom. Fights are as good as you make them. You know, a lot of people were saying you get better fights in an A-Seed or Imperium King. Now, I would disagree. The fights are different. There's not as many people on the field. They only last 1 to 3 days in a lower seed kingdom. They're not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you got to take advantage of it. You got to be online when the fighting is taking place. How many deads did I gain on my CH25? Every single farm is CH25. This one I think I probably have the most. Not a lot. But most of those are from this KVK when I filled my own rally 27 separate times. Refreshed the Archer March 27 separate times. Did I? Let's look. What do the Kingdom rankings look like? Individual power. Got Mavic, Stitch, Lambo, Astro Diego. Not much has changed there. Kills, though. Sir Wolfie is up here in 3rd place. Resource gathering. Animal. He's a madman. I did. I jumped ahead of you. Very nice. We were kind of bored today. We did some achievements. We did a Genghis Khan rally on a city 200 kilometers away. We did an attack on Charles Martel with a Charlemagne. We did an attack on a Cyrus with a Tamiris. We did an attack on another city with just one troop, with Caesar and Cleopatra. Got some achievement points up there today. Stitch is fat. Stitch is right where he needs to be so he can swarm like a madman in KVK. I don't know. Our fights tend to, when a pass opens, you get a good 1 to 3 days of fighting. The first 4 to 6 hours are the most intense, right? But you get a good 1 to 3 days of fighting. The difference is those Imperium Kingdoms, a lot of players like those. A lot of the more casual players like those for the simple fact that they can jump on any time and there's generally fighting going on. If you want kill points and you want to get those achievements in a lower seed kingdom, you really got to be online whenever a pass opens. That's all there is to it. The fights are different. Every kingdom's different, right? We face other low seed kingdoms that have, whales just like a few of us here that max tech anywhere from 2 to 10 people. We have anywhere from 2 to 10 people that max tech here also. So it's just what it generally comes down to is not number of troops on the field, not who's got the most whales. It generally comes down to which side is willing to take the most deads. As soon as, at least many of the kingdoms we faced, as soon as they start taking deads, they run and hide. See, I've been slacking today. What's up, Kim? No, I get it. C and DC kingdoms, they get disrespected all the time. But people who haven't played there, and maybe people have and they just haven't had a good experience, and that's fine. I thoroughly enjoy playing in a lower seed kingdom. You get to know everybody who plays here on a personal level. You're not just a nameless face on Discord or nameless voice on Discord. It's more personal. It feels more like family. What's up, Bede? Hey, Neon, glad you could catch your live stream. Yes, sir. Thank you for jumping on. Not that we got a whole heck of a lot going on today. I got to run some forts, right? If I'm going to put up these markers, I got to set the example. Although I must say, this was the first time in a while. I mean, we built a gold pit probably 10 hours ago, and this one's got 5 minutes left on it. So we're going through gold pits like mad since everybody's migrating in and needing to farm, and you know, you can have up to 4 farms in the main alliance currently. So you are describing why I don't want to play in a D-seed? To each his own. What do I miss? So we can take a look. So achievements right here. Time is money. Building speed ups. That's the only one I'm missing in the engineer category. We'll probably get that the next KVK when I do use speed ups on the crystal mine and the crystal research center, right? Overlord. Increased total power to 200 million. We almost hit that, but we're a ways away from it now. You know, maybe if we have enough speed ups to push in a zenith, we'll see if we can't get there. Orange crystal chest, we're not at that level. Rainbow crystal chest, we're not at that level. What is this one? And then be part of an alliance that controls all the sanctums in a province, or part of an alliance that controls all the sites in the kingdom. So these are pretty much unattainable at the moment. Vanquisher, the only one we miss here is kill 1 billion units, and we're only 10 million away. So we should get that the next KVK. Adventurer, use a 30-day peace shield. So I popped 37 8-hour peace shields today to hit the one achievement in here. But pop a 30-day peace shield. Apply the Trick or Treat permanent city theme. I don't have that. Silent Night city theme. I don't have that. So hopefully we will get those in an upcoming event here. What's up, Panda? Good to see you. Only farmer. Did we look at this? Yes. And then we looked at this one. Pioneer. Unlock Charlemagne's expertise. Wu Zetian's mandate skill to level 5. Expertise Wu Zetian. Then there's a couple decorative structures I don't have. The Fountain of Life Goddess, the Amber Basket, Quicks? I don't know. Statue of the Sphinx, and then these are all permanent city skins that I don't have. Babylonian Gardens, Heliopolis, Persian Dream, Age of Devotion, Divine Adobe, Saints Halo, Lake Palace. 8, I could probably do this if I rearrange all my equipment just for the achievement. 8 pieces of special talented equipment on 5 commanders. And then personally earn 1,000 points from caravan visits in Ark of Osiris. So that one we can work on as well. We've got Montezuma's expertise. We're getting him in the daily chests. And then city themes again. Flight of the Heron, Amber Fortress, Mayan Mystery, Milk Abbey, Road to the Crown, Frozen Fortress, Divine Lighthouse. And then there's a few more decorative structures here, right? A mini pyramid, a golden statue, a lion pool, Guide Anubis. And then your Peerless Scholar ones. I don't ever do Peerless Scholar. I always forget about it in the midterms. But those, if I just applied myself, those could be done as well. Suleiman. And more city themes. So a lot of the ones that I can't and probably will not ever get are the city themes. And I have no desire to ever upgrade Suleiman to expertise. You know, and then this one here is, there's a few things in here. Bertrand, Margaret, Babur, and, you know, more city themes. Right? Sobek the Crocodile Hunter, decorative thing. Complete 1,000 dispatches. 2,000 dispatches. Travel 2,000, 5,000 times. Double inscriptions. I've got, I don't understand why this is 2. I must have gotten a couple before they released these achievements. Inscribe armaments. So those will all come over time. And then these are all the biography ones for the new commanders in the city. And then this one here, this is your Mega Kraken shit, right? I mean, these are all city skins. A lot of these I don't have. So so we'll be double dipping if we do the 8 pieces of special talented equipment. There's a double dipping again, 1,000 points from caravan visits. So, you know, some of these are attainable, some of these probably are never attainable. Yep. Yep, there's a few of them like that where you're double dipping. If you get one done, you get more done. Still looking for more EU recruits, PM Lambo. I think Hubs is trying to fill up the alliance with European players, but that's okay. You know, I'm just looking to have fun. You know, I know we're not going to win every KVK. I don't expect to win every KVK, but we're sure as hell going to try. We're sure as hell going to fight, and as long as we have fun doing it together, you know, it's all good. I've told Redline as soon as he is ready to quit being in those big ass Super Imperium kingdoms that he is more than welcome to come here. Tried to tell him with a new baby on the way, it might be a little bit more relaxed atmosphere here. But I think he's got unfinished business with 365. I really think he wants to get into a KVK against 365. And lay the smack down. I think that's the one kingdom he has been unable to beat yet. I could be wrong, but you know, by no means is this a retirement kingdom, right? But you know, if he doesn't want to spend 14 hours a day, 7 days a week online fighting, we can accommodate. Well, that's a good question, Tesh. How many can you fight on at the same time? What's up, Davesky? Buy the KVK City skin in your farms, the one that gives, because I don't get, you don't understand, line. I don't do any crystal tech on my farms whatsoever. So the season coins or the conquest coins or whatever they're called, the let me just fill this rally quick before I forget. So yeah, these season coins, I've got maybe 30,000 total on my farms, if that. I don't do tech, I don't do bastion quests. Those farms are strictly there for filling flags and filling rallies. Hey, what's up, Appo? So I mean, we have some players that have multiple T5 accounts. I have my main account, right, and then I've got about 200,000 T5 troops of each troop type on this farm, and and I don't max tech, so there's no point in open fielding with this farm Everything is just for filling flags and filling rallies. You know, I would find it very, very difficult to fight like I want to fight on my main account and then micromanage a zero tech farm and 5 troops, or 3, 4, 5 troops on the field with that as well. You know, there are people that can do it. There are people that can fight on multiple accounts at the same time and have absolutely no issues. I myself am not one of those players. So, you know, we're trying to keep second accounts, farm accounts, as low as possible. Ideally below 25 million power. Hey, kind of, sort of. Good to see you. If you go into the Tides of War, you'll probably need T5 farms. I mean, there are players that can fight on both. That they do bastions on everything. I mean, honestly, after I'm done doing 15 bastions on my main account, the last thing I want to do is cycle through farms and do frickin' bastions on my farms too. The last thing I want to do. Yeah, exactly, Cam. It's very hard to do. You know, and the thing is, if you're not fighting on both of them at the same time, what's the point in having two here anyway? Right? So I mean, coming in fighting on one T5 account, okay, I got my 30 million kills here. Now I'm going to fight on the other T5 account. That really doesn't help a kingdom, right? Because both of those accounts count against matchmaking. So if you're only fighting on one at a time, it's kind of detrimental. And I think that's kind of the situation we found ourselves in last KVK. I mean, we were kicking ass when it was one camp versus one camp, but once it was two camps versus us, it was very, very hard because they had the numbers. As I understand it, Sandboxy is like a virtual desktop that you can run, and you can have multiple PC versions of the game open at the same time. Nope, I will not let anyone pilot my account. You know, I mean, the thing is, if they were piloting, if somebody was piloting my large farm while I was on my main account, they couldn't both be using the PC version, right? And you know, I even if I had a pilot on the farm, right? What's to prevent them from switching to my main account? And if I'm king, just fucking shit up. I mean, it would have to be somebody that I trust with the kingdom. Right? Because there are often times that I am king during war. And this account is on the same character, or this character is on the same account as my main account. So they would have to be running Android, they would have to be running BlueStacks, or they would have to be running iPad, and they would still have access to my main account, and that's not something I'm willing to risk. Fine, I'll pilot your account now. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yep. Yep. This one About 30 days before we go into a KVK, I'm going to let this one go to the cloud so it doesn't impact matchmaking. And then we'll bring it out of the cloud once matchmaking is over and use it in KVK. You know, that's the same with this Groot account. Right here, it's 126 million. That's kind of a guest account. You know, we have if MF wants to jump on and fight, he can use this account. You know, if Cat or Mavic or whoever, you know, any of the old guard, any of the original players want to come back, they want to play in a KVK, they can jump on this account. But until then, we're letting this go to the cloud so it doesn't count against matchmaking. Yeah, the farm is VIP 16, but you know, still, if I can't fight like I feel like I want to fight on 2 accounts, I'm not going to even try. I'll just use it to fill flags and fill rallies. So I'm not training troops on this account at all. On any of my farms, I'm not training troops. And I've you know, I'll show you. I'm upgrading some T5s on the main farm, but on all of my accounts, I've deleted troops to keep their power as low as possible. Now, I may have gotten a few back, but yeah, I deleted troops so that I only had 500,000 of each of these and 100,000 T4 sieges. And I went through all 10 farms and did that on all 10 farms. Now I need to delete some more on this farm, so I'm back down to that 500,000. You know, that way I have one march of each that I can do in the open field, and I still have enough to send to rallies or garrisons. Good night, Captain. But you know, if I had to do it all over again, I would keep all my farms below 25 million power, because the intent of them is not to open field fight on them. The intent of them is to supply me with resources, right? That's why I made farms in the first place. You know, we just got a little crazy on a couple of them there. Well, on one. Right? There's 45, 41, 41, 73. And then all my other farms are right around that 25 million range. Later, Daveski. So, anyone know any fights going on we can go watch? I've got my AP where I want it for reset, so that we can dispatch and travel at reset. Oh my goodness, reset's in 7 minutes already? What the hell? That time crept up on me. C12009, thank you, sir. We'll check it out. Past 7 just opened. Yep, nope, this is where I want to go, right? Yep. C12009. Fire and water versus earth and wind. So, left side versus right side. Nice little fight here. Let's check out. Yeah, this must have just opened. There's a lot of troops on the field. This is nice. I don't see any forts burning yet. Let's check up out top. This is a hell of a pass up here. Oh no, this is a different map? What the hell? Oh, left versus right. My bad. My bad. This is the pass I'm thinking of down here. That's a hell of a pass to fuck with. So it looks like the Earth camp got this pass and the water camp got the other pass. There's a fort on fire there. There's a fort on fire there. Ooh, boy. Flag's half done already. So 25 minutes ago to open. Nice. Takes about 2 hours for the casual players to stop fighting at a pass, right? These TML guys, they're all over the enemy territory here, just chilling. Just up here chilling. I don't think water controls the pass area just yet, do they? I wish they had a streamer mode, right, where you could tell who was who. Let's see all the animation. Thanks, Tesh. Have a good one. Always. What's going on? Where did 365 end up in the pre-KVK rankings? You guys get first? I think you got first, 2489 got second, and 846 got third, if I'm not mistaken. At least I think that's what flashed across Facebook when I was scrolling through it earlier in one of my boring meetings. They won. Or what do you mean they? You're not in 365 anymore? I would think you would say we won if you were still there. So what's the scoop here? Breaking news. Or maybe I'm just late to the party. Oh, forgive me, I cannot stop yawning. New member, we must be at reset and memberships are renewing. Sure enough. Okay, forgive me guys, I know there's fighting taking place there, but before I forget, I just want to restart this quick. Come on, game. Hey, the door's open if you're willing to make the jump. We can help you finish off some of those MGE commanders here in due time. I don't even want to look at events because I know Golden Kingdom's here. Uh-oh, Alloy's going to 2605. Is that how I'm to understand that? Come, Alloys, you come to my kingdom? What's that one kingdom that talked all that trash in 2489 in its last KVK? Maybe that is it 1870? Oh my. Alloys in 2605. God help us all. May the Lord have mercy on your soul. Yeah, be careful of the wolf in sheep's clothing. Hey, Gumbo, I'm doing well. Hope things have mellowed out for you in the Diplo scene. Mike Hawk, I'm in 489. 2489? Or 1489? Or I guess maybe even 3489. Lambo has better feet picks. Go to 1029. All right, let's get some farmers out quick, and then we'll go back to that KVK. hate Golden Kingdom. Last KV 2010 was it? I thought there was okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you would know if you were in 2049, right? There's one kingdom in that KVK that Apocalypse just kept telling me it was toxic as all hell. Speaking of Apo, he came and he went, huh? Did he raid me and I missed it? I saw him pop on and say the Boom Boom is here. What's up, Paul Gaming? It was indeed 2010, okay. So did they manage to burn either of these forts while we were away? Nope. I'll do Golden Kingdom while I'm at work tomorrow. I can do that in meetings. It's pretty brain numbing. Get some of these red dots cleared. Sorry, it just these drive me freaking nuts. Sorry, Smart Alpha. Oh, damn it, I forgot. Whenever you go to Sunset Canyon, it takes you back to Home Kingdom. Noob. Troops all over, don't know where they're fighting. They're like all spread out, all over the place. Get in one group, clear the field, and push to the next group. You know, I understand they're trying to clear the field so they can rally the fort, it appears. But there's no reason to push all the way over here. What's up, Iron? Not much is going on here. How about yourself? How are you doing? In 12 hours. That'll be, what, 6 a.m. my time? Hey Josh, who am I betting on in the Grand Prix? My heart says 93T, but the odds say go with GY16. And the odds here are just too tremendous to pass up as well. I mean, really the only thing in the shop that I absolutely wanted was the gold heads and the AP pots. So anything else is just a bonus, a speed up. Is it, I forget, Gumbo, is it Heroic Anthem? If so, yeah, that past 7 is going to be hard to crack. Better hope you get it first. Ooh, first season of Conquest. That's exciting. Get your scouts working overtime. Clear that fog. I just want to kill farm troops and save for Kingsland. Campmates want to try and push and fort drop a mile away from... Yeah, good luck with that. I wouldn't do it right when the pass opens. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir. You probably already know this. There's a fort rally here, by the way. Or somebody targeted the fort by mistake. It had a Zenobia in it. The next patch, yes. I think they're... Well, I think they already did remove the fog. But that 365 KVK, the match was made the day before the patch came out. So they still got fog in that one. That should be the last Heroic Anthem with fog. Unless you're doing your first ever Heroic Anthem and it's your first season of Conquest KVK. Yeah, so I'm sorry. Like I was saying, I think you're doomed to drop a fort if you try and do it as soon as the pass opens. You got to kind of figure out their downtime and do it in their downtime. Yeah, no, they did get fog. I saw Gaines stream yesterday, and he was clearing fog, and he said that it was because the patch came out like the day after they registered for KVK or something like that, so they still had fog in theirs. I mean, if you have a chance to block them from Kingsland entirely, I guess maybe you take it. But at the same time, if you do that, it's going to make Kingsland awful freaking boring. And you know, the hard part that I find in five kingdoms in a camp is there's always somebody in another kingdom that thinks that they know better, right? Oh, well, I play in 1960 with another account, or I pilot for 1846, so I know better than everyone else here. And they don't listen to reason. They don't, they go into any discussion with the mindset that I'm right, everyone else is wrong. And that's the hard part about diplomacy in a small kingdom, right? Because every single KVK that we've had, it's always been, oh, well, I pilot for this 1960 player, so I know what to do. Or I have a main account in 2605, so I'm God, you all suck. It's the fucking egos. I'm feeling targeted now. But I actually do know more than everyone. Yeah, and it's fine. People can think that. The thing is, when you got 5 kingdoms in a camp, right? Y'all got to come to an agreement on what to do. If one kingdom says, "Oh, we're going to do this," and we're not listening to the other 4 kingdoms in this camp, that's a problem. I have very mixed emotions on piloting. Nobody pilots my account. We pass king to whoever's online. If I go to bed and Hubs is online or Cerez is online or one of the trusted folks is online, we're going to pass king to them so that we always have a king available. But yeah, I every single kill point, every single dead, every single resource gathered, that's all me. That's me clicking a button on my mouse. Sure, I don't have 20 billion kills. I don't have 50 billion kills like some players do, but every single of the 14 billion kills I got, that's me and me alone. And I take pride in that. If I had 50 billion kills because I had 5 pilots working around the clock, I don't know that I would have as much pride in that as I do in having 14 billion all by myself. But, to each his own. Right? If that's something somebody wants to do, and in many kingdoms, you pretty much have to do it. Otherwise, especially at a higher power level, some kingdoms require players above 150 million to have pilots. I don't necessarily agree with that requirement, but not my kingdom. I can't tell them what to do. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Right, Cam? Everyone rowing the boat the long way around is better than half the boat rowing one way, half the boat rowing the other way, even if both sides are shorter. I have no issue with 60 GT and how they run their kingdom. That's their call. Right? If they have the money to spend to have multiple pilots, and they probably don't even have to pay pilots. There are probably people that would pilot for free, just to say they're in that KVK, they're helping in that KVK, right? And that's fine. If that's what they want to do, then more power to them. But that's another reason I'm not in a high Imperium seed kingdom, because I don't want to do that. My plan is to stay here indefinitely. I have no plans to leave 1029 at all. We want to stay at D seed. We're at 6 billion power right now. We want to stay at D seed for the next KVK. Make sure that all the migrants that came in worked out. I have no doubts that Captain Stinkfuss and the crew he brought in here will be solid players. They all know and understand the game, and they're all fun as hell to hang out with. But we have other migrants that came in too. We want to make sure that everybody works out. Then we'll probably try and move up to a C seed again. Because honestly, the fights are a little bit better in a C seed. They last a little bit longer. But, I say it all the time. I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond. I'm not a person that really cares about my trades. I'm just looking to go out and have fun. And I have more fun playing with a small group of players than I ever did playing in 1039 or 1052. And I mean, hell, I have enough passports to go anywhere I want 4 times. But we're gonna stay here. We just had a few players quit. five bigger players quit, all in leadership. Plus MF a KVK ago. So I want to help. I want to stay here. I have friends here still. I want to stay here. I want to help them. And I want to have fun with them. I just like to play Ark of Osiris. I enjoy a good Ark match as much as anyone. Let me tell you though, it was very hard coming from 1052, the OV Kingdom, where Ark was a super serious thing. Coming to 1029, where they really didn't take it too seriously at all. It was a really hard transition. Whereas now, if we lose, we lose. If we lose because they outperformed us, because they had better tactics than us, it is what it is. If we lose because people aren't doing their assignments and filling flags or filling rallies, that's when I still get a little bit upset. Because our strategy is nothing special. I basically tell everyone what they're doing with their 5 marches. Use 1 march to fill a flag or fill a outpost or whatever. Use 1 march to fill rallies, and you have 3 other marches to push with rallies, defend our structures, or go to the middle at arc time. And it's that simple. I'm not telling people which commanders to use to do this or do that or anything else. It's just, you have 5 marches. 1 of your marches is doing this. 1 of your marches is doing this. The other 3 are doing that. We have our set garrison captains and rally leads. We have our T1 rushing obelisk players. And, we generally win more than we lose. Oh. 59 watching, but only 39 likes. I know you guys can do better. Hit that like button or I'm going to start running ads. Yep, exactly. Swarm everything. Let the rally tap the structure and then swarm it down. What triggers me sometimes, right, is we'll be on the top side, the blue side, and we'll be pushing down to the enemy altar or the enemy shrine, and I'll see people swarm it, and then they'll send their march home. Their march will be almost dead, and they'll send it home. Where are you going? Oh, I'm refreshing. Just kill your fucking troops. They'll get home quicker. right? Or you'll have red marches in the middle of the field, and you'll see somebody chasing them. It's like, no, 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 no. Fight till they're red, not till they're dead. You know, make them suicide their marches, or make them walk all the way back to their city. As soon as they hit red, switch targets. Now, generally, we have anywhere from 14 to 24 players. Just depends what everyone's got going on the weekends. No, I mean, I do have a rule, though. You know, if you say you can play, and I sign you up for the match, and you don't show up, you sit out the next one. Our last match was really tough because we started running out of troops about 30 minutes in. I mean, literally, I was starting rallies with T1 cavalry. Like, okay, guys, I ain't got no cavalry left. But I'll still run the rally, but y'all are gonna have to fill it with T4s and T5s because I'm starting it with T1s. Let me bring an alt and run your arc then? Oh, we don't want to take it super seriously. We can have a conversation. Yeah, right now the goal is to right now the goal is to get Lambo some relief in here. KVK diplomacy, that's all of us. Territory, Cerez and Bex do territory, but right now I'm running migration. I'm running our MGEs and our Gold Head events. I'm doing Arc of Osiris planning. So yeah, once we get all the migrants in, the R4 group and I are gonna sit down, and we're gonna talk about who can do what. Because right now, some days it feels like a second job. Still enjoy the game, but you know, like yesterday, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm done with work. Nobody needs me in the game. All right, I'm gonna shut down the computer. I'm gonna go sit in the recliner and just zone out for an hour or two. 5 minutes after I sat down in the recliner, I get a DM on Discord. Okay, I'm ready to migrate. Can you let me in? And it's like, fuck. You know, I want them to migrate, and you know, I told them all to send me a message when they were ready. But it's like, just give me an hour. Just give me an hour, please. I know we can talk. We can talk. I gotta run it past the others though too, because it's not your main account that would be coming here. I mean, I'll show you all our arc strategy. Give me just a second here. It's absolutely nothing special. Desktop. I mean, nothing special at all, right? T1 Cap Obelisk, Captain Altar, Rally Lead, Push Middle Defend, 3 marches. Rally the obelisk at the start. Captain the shrine. Fill rallies. Push middle defend. 2 marches. You know, it's nothing special. Garrison fillers. Always be ready to fill structures. Armies that fill should not be open fielding. Everyone is responsible to fill if you're marching past a building that is under pressure. I mean, just common sense stuff. Rally fillers. Always have 1 army available to join the rally. You know, it's nothing super secret, nothing crazy. If Herman Prime really does have Tommy Poison and Guan Silence, will you bench Tommy for your lineup finally? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, that would be crazy nuts. MF is in Dubai. But he retired from the game several months back. The account is in another person's hands now. They are going by the name of Fluffy Pony, and they are in 2605 with that account. But MF is still legend. Not really in forts yet. Let's see what's going on up top here. Again, this is fire and water against wind and earth. Looks like the earth camp's got a fairly good handle on at least they did. This fort was burning. This fort is burning. There's a flag here that has burned down. Well, maybe they can jump the mountains here. They'd have to build a flag a little bit closer. Any super secret fort drops taking place? I don't know that there's room in there to drop a fort anywhere. Yeah, MF, he kind of flew under the radar for many people. But that's how he liked it. I mean, even today, let me read you something that I got today. I just need to find it first. Okay, so this morning, out of the blue, player that I don't recall ever having talked to in the past sends me a message. He says, "Hi." I said, "Good morning." He says, "Good morning, brother. Could you please help me with a purchase?" I responded, "Can you be more specific?" He said, "In Rise of Kingdoms, bundles." I said, "And what do I get out of it?" He says, "What do you want and I'll give you." And I asked, are you going to pay me for the bundle to buy it for you? He says, no, that's why I'm asking you to help me. I said, sorry, I'm not buying bundles for others for free. He says, I can farm resources for you if you want. I'm like, I'm sorry, I do not need resources. He says, and do you buy me bundles for it? I said, no. What? What planet do we live on? And MF told me this happened to him all the time. He would have people just asking, will you buy me some bundles? Just out of the fucking blue. It blows my mind. What planet do we live on that people just out of the blue ask someone they don't even know to buy them bundles in Rise of Kingdoms? Earth Camp is the strongest and most active, then water, fire, and wind, with 2 farmer kingdoms in each camp. What's up, Bloody Man? It's good to see you. No, I didn't buy him bundles. Would you? Somebody you don't even know? You know, if it's someone in my kingdom and they came to me and said, hey, Lambo, I'm really, really tight on money right now. I'll pay you back. You know, can you buy me, can you get me a geared up bundle? I need to max this ring. I only need a few materials. We're going into KVK tomorrow. You know, I would consider that, right? But somebody out of the blue that I've never even heard from before. Hey, bro, can you buy me bundles? Yeah, I don't fucking think so. It's Christmas time. Where's your holiday? Here's my holiday spirit right here. Oops, nope, wrong button. There's my holiday spirit right there. We got Santa Claus on the screen for you. Merry frickin' Christmas. Satan Claus. How's 1093 treating your Bloody Manus? You enjoying yourself there? What's going on, Pinch? He should have told him, yes, you need his date of birth and social security number, and you'll set him right up. You know, that's what Stitch said too in our Kingdom Discord when I shared that conversation. He's like, dude, you missed a perfect opportunity to troll him. You could have trolled him for hours. And I'm like, no, man, I was too busy at work. I didn't do many today. At 8 p.m. last night, my director sends me an email and says, there's one of the clients has an audit. I was just notified about it, but we need these 25 audit sample packets completed by noon tomorrow. And this is at 8 p.m. last night. I didn't get the email till I logged on at 4 a.m. You know, so I look at the email thread, and she's telling me, I just found out about this. But the fucking email was sent to her a week and a half ago. And I get 6 hours notice. So, you know, I was scrambling this morning to get done what I needed to get done. So I did not have time to run forts this morning when I normally run them. I probably ran about 20 today. I honestly don't know what KVK this is. Sen said, pointed me in this direction, said, hey, there's fighting in this KVK. Past 7's just open. It is earth and water, or excuse me, it is fire and water against earth and wind. Let's see. This is Kingdom 2180. So let's look. 2180. So in Fire Camp, we got 2132, 2791, 2925, 2929. Several newer kingdoms in there. First or second season of Conquest. Wind Camp, we have got 2658, 2717, 2910, 2939. Earth Camp, 1381, 1839, 2022, 2450. And the Wind Camp, I'm sorry, it was water I read before. The Wind Camp is 1828, 1907, 2180, and 2420. Oh, that's odd. That's funky looking. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that Earth Camp is the strongest one if they've got some of the older kingdoms in there. That Fire Camp, they had 3 kingdoms in the 28 to 2900 range. So it's probably their first season of Conquest, maybe their second. I'm sure they got some cross-season migrants, but at the same time, you know, if the natives there are in their first or second season of Conquest, it's going to make it difficult. Was that really a Dito I saw on the field there? Oh no, is that Gorgo? Which one's got the earring? Okay, that was Gorgo. $8 billion kill points, not bad. I mean, you can tell they like the open field because these forts haven't been touched yet from what I've seen. Let's see where the poll landed. Take a screenshot of this, send it to Mad Mania. He's responding to my message, but I don't know if he's still in chat here. I didn't even vote in it. I can't vote in my own poll. Is there really absolutely nobody else streaming right now? That's crazy. The poll's rigged. See, there he is. There he is. I don't know if Cat even checks my Discord server anymore. Well, there's a rally going somewhere. Oh my goodness, are you serious? 86 million power, 315,000 kill points? Dude, what are you rallying, a fort? Oh, yep, here. You know, you want to pull people away from the main battle? Just send some city rallies out. Right? Because you will have a handful of people that chase down the marches after they hit the city. And that's all these guys are waiting for. You're just trying to get easy kill points here. You're not doing anything for your alliance, for your kingdom, for your camp. Go to where the big fights are. Don't chase the easy kills. Hey, Black Panther. What's good, my friend? Just like Nightbot says, for all your end of KVK Zig stealing needs, be sure and contact Black Panther Gaming. And there is a link to Mr. Panther's channel. If you are not subscribed to him yet, please go and do so. He fights in 2268 and in 1960. And he will be a dad soon. So he needs all the support he can get. Financial, mental, physical. He will need all the support he can get. Them diapers ain't cheap. That formula ain't cheap. And kids these days, oof. When my kids were growing up, it was still, it was still semi-okay to spank your kids if they misbehaved. I remember my wife spanked my son one time, my oldest son. And he looked at her and he's like, I can report you for child abuse. She says, you go right ahead. Then you'll have a new mommy. And your new mommy might not be any nicer than me. There was another time that he was pissing and moaning about something. And you're mean. I hate you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, do you want a new mommy? Yes, I do. So she sat down with him and pulled out a piece of the poster board, and she made a sign. She's like, okay, I'm going to make a sign that you're looking for a new mommy. If you really want a new mommy, you take this outside, you stand on the street, and you hold this sign, and you just see what you get. That scared the shit out of him. I don't want a new mommy. I don't want a new mommy. Tough love. Kids needs tough love. But we were at my brother's house for Thanksgiving, right? And he's got one girl in 5th grade and another girl in 2nd grade. And they teach these kids nowadays in school, if your parents repeat, if you're being scolded by your parents and they repeat the same thing twice, your parents are bullying you. Really? Really? You mean if I yell at my kid, I'm bullying my kid? You mean if I tell them twice in a loud voice not to stick that knife in the wall outlet, I'm being a fucking bully to my kid? Seriously. I mean, what the hell are they teaching these kids these days? There you go, Kim. Right? My son told me when I warned him I'd spank him, I'll call the cops. I said, you better call the ambulance too, because if I'm going to jail, I'm going to make it worth it. He put down the phone. Nice. Yeah, no. No, apparently if you repeat yourself in an angry tone, it's considered bullying in schools these days. So I don't know anymore. I am so glad my kids are older and I'm not having to raise a kid nowadays. I mean, even my kids when they were younger, right? I mean, they're in fifth and 6th grade, and I want a cell phone. Everybody's got a cell phone. I said, fine, I'll get you a cell phone. I went out, I bought the cheapest track phone I could find. I said, here's a cell phone. I put 60 minutes on it for you. When those 60 minutes are out, you're going to have to mow lawns, you're going to have to babysit, you're going to have to do chores around the house to earn money to buy your own minutes to put on the cell phone. They looked at me like I was crazy. No, you want a real cell phone. You show me you're responsible enough to take care of your phone. And that's back when most cell phone plans, you got like 300 or 500 minutes and a certain number of text messages. They weren't all these unlimited plans like they are nowadays. But you show me you're responsible enough to take care of this cheap phone. You show me you're responsible enough and you're not going to send 500 texts a day, because you understand the value of a text message. Every text you send, I think it was like 60 cents. You show me you can be responsible, and then we'll get you a cell phone. But I'm not getting you a real cell phone so that I can have a $600 bill because you're texting your friends LOL 15 times a day. And that's the first phone each of my kids had, is a track phone. They had to refill the minutes. Just so they understood the value of $1. I mean, nowadays these fifth grade kids, they have fucking iPhone 15s and this crazy shit. I mean, who no disrespect to parents out there if you do this, but in my opinion, what parent in their right mind would buy their kid a brand new iPhone every single year when they're in 5th grade and can barely put their shoes on the correct feet already? I've got a bag phone I offered to the kids. It plugged into a lighter. Most cars don't even have cigarette lighters in them nowadays. They got the power port, but they don't have a cigarette lighter in them. God, I remember riding in cars that had ashtrays in by every single seat, and you didn't have the shoulder belt. You just had the lap belt in the front seat. I had a pager at one point in time. Not because I was a drug dealer or anything. I was a restaurant manager at Pizza Hut, and oftentimes they would need to get a hold of me, so... I got more misdials to that thing, though, than I got real pages. I mean, I remember back when I was 18, 19. I was a restaurant manager at McDonald's when I was 20, but I was an assistant manager at age 19. And we had a big Christmas party. And the owner of the 8 restaurants, the owner that I worked for, had eight McDonald's restaurants that he owned in the Madison area. And we were all out drinking. And he was going to drop us off. And he got a car phone, literally one of the old first cell phones ever made, brick phone. And it was plugged into his car. And his wife calls him on it. And she's like, "Where are you at?" And his answer, to this day, I still laugh. "Well, you called me on my car phone. I'm in my car. Where do you think I'm at?" Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Before I had kids, I used to burn about an ounce a week. It wasn't this crazy stuff they got nowadays that's got a 40% THC content or anything. It was, your regular run-of-the-mill, roll a nice big fatty, sit there and smoke it. But once you have kids, when it's not legal in the state that you live in, once you have kids, your perspective on life changes. Other things become a bit more important. There's Appo. Appo's back in the chat. Boom, boom. Oops. I was typing in game. Go subscribe to Appo if you're not already subscribed to him. You know, when I stream late in the evenings, well, it's only 7 p.m., but it's late for me because I get up at 3 a.m. My energy is so down there, but anytime Appo streams, I mean, that man can wake up in the morning and he's full of energy. I don't know how he does it. They must have put something in the water there in New Zealand. Well, that, and he's a fair amount younger than I am too, but I mean, I could drink a whole pot of coffee and Apple would still have more energy than me. So go subscribe to him if you're not already subscribed to Apocalypse Gaming. Fun live streams. (604-321) Okay, flag's about to die. Are we gonna jump the wall then? They snort koala down there. Those guys are crazy. Ask his wife. Appo talks for hours. I don't doubt it. All this territory on the left is going to be cut once that flag goes down, right? Is that okay? So that's wind camp down there, correct? That got locked out of that zone, so they're trying to get back into that zone. I don't understand. Oh, blue. Okay, blue is going to have access in there. Light blue. That's water jumping? Does water even have access to this zone yet? Oh yeah, they do. Ooh, boy. So it'll be water. Yep. This guy poured it out? Oh, they're okay, they're back building there now. Nick of time. They still might, yep, they still might be able to get a flag down right here in this corner. Or right over here. They're not touching this. I don't think they can burn it, can they? Well, these are all 20 VG. Yeah, they're not going to be able to drop a flag there. But there's one city that can get rallied. He's probably on this territory here. So yeah, they had all the flag spots blocked off. I don't even know if you could jump here. This mountain's awful tall. Well, yeah, I guess you had to be able to jump there if they burned that flag. What am I thinking? Talking on my ass. Kiwi has powdered sugar, that's why he's always excited. Oh. Alright, let's check again, see if anyone else out there is streaming. If so, we're going to direct you over to them. If not, I think we're going to call it an evening. Well, if I can get to my YouTube studio here without making a complete fool of myself. No, I don't want analytics. No, I don't want the dashboard. Yep, it's not popping up showing me that anyone else is streaming right now. But I think we're going to call it a day. That 3 a.m. alarm comes very, very quickly. It'll probably take me another hour to wind down anyway before I can even fall asleep. So we'll see what we can do throwing up a stream tomorrow. You know, maybe we do a stream to try and get that achievement for 8 procced equipment on 5 different commanders. We'll see. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Haven't done so yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.